Well, today is March the 26th, and we've got ourselves a little hike up the Cedar Springs Trail, which should intersect with the Pacific Crest Trail. Okay, Sheila's opening the gate. We'll make sure to close it behind us. Well, the start of the trail looks kind of like an old road. Pretty easy going. We're at about the 5,500 foot altitude elevation, and we're thinking we've got to gain a little bit elevation to get up into the mountains. Well, we've only walked for about 5 minutes, and we've got a little creek crossing here. Quite a bit of water running, and we're guessing this is Cedar Creek. Sheila just hopped over there, and it looks like we've got another gate to go through. Got some signs telling us to stay on the trail.
Well, we've reached another gate. It says, please close the gate behind you. So there was a chain on this one, and Wayne's opening it for me. So I guess I'm going through so he can close the gate. Lots of rocks on this trail, but it's really nice with the stream you can hear in the background.
Well, we're coming down to our second creek crossing, and we've got a little signpost here. It's telling us that Cedar Springs is 3 miles. That's our destination for today. The picnic tables are 7. West Fork is 10, and the toll gate, that's 15 miles. And that would be on the Pacific Crest Trail. And here comes Sheila doing our second creek crossing. Well, due to the recent rain on Valentine's Day, it's kind of played havoc with parts of the trail, and the creek is now running down the trail. Hopefully we've made it through that section, and we now have our own trail and the creek's on our right. Well, we've come through another gate, and we found some equipment that doesn't seem to be being used. Doesn't look like it's in bad shape. It's just parked up here on the side of the trail. Oh, I think that cat was operational not too long ago, and we got a big loader of some sort over there. Anyways, our trail keeps going this way. Well, we've hiked up through a little meadow past the old equipment, and trail's taking us back over towards the creek. Maybe not quite as much water in it right here, but got a little waterfall there, and we're heading up this way. Well, we've picked up a bit of elevation. We're climbed up a pretty good hill. You can see that equipment, and we were down in that little valley. Now we've climbed up the side of this hillside here. Trail's pretty good here. We're picking up elevation. We're in just over 1.5 miles, and we're going to keep going. Well, we're still climbing up, and we found another gate. There's been quite a few gates on this trail. Got to make sure you keep them closed. Sheila's getting it open for us. Okay, we're going through. Thank you. Well, we're still going up. You can see the meadow where we came from down below there, and we've got a fairly even mountain ridge up the top. We kind of think that's where we're going. We got some big rocks up here to get around. It's looking interesting. Looks like a bit of a scramble up to the top there. Well, we've hiked about 2.5 miles, basically up through this valley, and we're getting pretty close to the top of the ridge. And right now we're at about 6,600 feet. We've hiked up about 1,200 feet of elevation gain from where we started, and we're getting really close to the junction of the Pacific Crest Trail. Oh, we've got some hikers in the background taking a break. Well, we met some folks from Denmark, Calgary, and England. They're going to do the whole trail. We're just going to wimp out and do this little part. Heading to Fobes Junction. Don't know if we'll make it that far, but we're going to go and see what we can see up here. Oh, we're hiking on this portion of the Pacific Crest Trail now, and it's kind of like a bit of a moonscape up here. There's these low shrubs, and as you can see in the background, it's kind of rocks and dead stuff. It's a little hazy right now, but pretty soon we're going to show you the Coachella Valley, and we're hoping to get a pretty good view from up here. Well, we're at about the 7,000 foot elevation, and as you can see, there's still a little bit of snow here and there. It won't last long now. There's a bigger patch over in here. This area had a major forest fire not too long ago. Not sure exactly when, but everything's kind of burnt. Mother Nature's trying to make a comeback though. We're still up on the top here, and an area where there was a few trees, and the fire came through and kind of finished them off. And I think the fire was a few years ago, and now a lot of them have been snapped off. So it's a little bit desolate, but it's a nice walk in this section. We're walking right along the top ridge. Well, we've made it out of the forested section where there was a lot of trees down across the trail. Hasn't been cleared out. We're out onto this ridge here where we've got all this kind of a reddy brush material, and the trail's pretty good right through here. We're hoping for some views. Let's see what we can see. Well, so we're looking over Lake Hemet in the background. We're probably about 3/4 of the way to Fobes Junction, and we're just going to go out on this point here and see what's out there. Well, we climbed out on a little knoll. There's some interesting rock formations out here. Got a pretty good sized one right in front of us. And we're just having a little snack.
A little sockeye salmon on some crackers.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Pretty good for up here, eh?
Yeah, we're at 7,000 feet, just over.
It's a little chilly up here.
And we're going to go down this trail and up over to this knoll over here to see if we can get some other pictures. And Sheila's coming down the path. She's hit a little patch of snow. We're up on the Pacific Crest Trail.
Perfect. Oh, there's more.
And we found more to walk through. Tons of fun. We're overlooking the Coachella Valley in the background. Probably can't see it too well. It's a little hazy today. But this area here is still part of the big fire that went through here. It burnt all these trees. A couple of them got spared. And then there's been a big windstorm go through. Well, we climbed out on this big rock bluff and we got a little bit clearer view of Coachella Valley. I think that's pretty much where we came up down there. Not exactly sure. But the white water washes in the background. Well, this is a pile of rocks where we just took our last little pictures from. And we're still on a ridge. So we're going to scramble up over onto the other side of this ridge and show you what we see from up there. We're over on the other side of that ridge that we just came across. And we're now looking south. And we've got some pretty nice views. This is where we came in through this valley here. And we've got Lake Hemet in the background. And down below us here, we believe that that is the Fobes Trail. And that would take us up to Fobes Junction. And it goes up through a gully over here. And in the background, we got some more rocks and snow. Well, that's just about as far as we're going to go on our hike today. So we're going to call the hike here and head back to the car for some cool refreshments. And we're gone.